Hey friends, I am talking today about using a pendulum. This is something that I know a lot of people get flack for because there's a lot of skeptics out there who just don't think that this works, and that's fine. If that's you, this video is not for you. You don't need to go any farther. But if you're curious or you want to see how somebody does use a pendulum, then this video might be a good one for you. So I use my pendulum to ask yes or no questions, typically for clarity. So I'm not necessarily making big decisions with my pendulum, but I am asking for some more information about a decision I might be making or about trying to understand a circumstance. I see my pendulum as a connection directly to my own intuition. So I don't see this as some outside source that I need to fear or something like that. It's really about hearing my own inner voice and hearing it in a way that I wouldn't normally. So it's just giving myself another way to express what I might already know, but I might have a hard time hearing. And with the pendulum, I also recommend that you treat it just like you would a crystal. So mine does have some little crystals inside of it. Let's see if I can get this to focus on the actual pendulum here for a minute. It's actually made out of resin, and it's got some really pretty pieces of fluorite in it and some little gold flecks, and I got on Etsy, so you can see those. I know it's like really blurry. But a lot of pendulums come as just a solid piece of crystal. And so just as you would with new crystals, you want to clear it, you want to charge it, you want to charge it with your own energies, specifically because this is a means of tapping into your intuition. So I carried mine around in my pocket for a few days when I first got it. It stays on my dresser with my other crystals so that I'm seeing it, even though I'm not using it on a daily basis, we still kind of have that little energy connection there. So, and then also sometimes I will leave it with my selenite. So I've got several pieces of selenite with this, and this is a great way to charge any of your crystals. But if you just leave it on there, that helps to clear and to charge it. So when I say clear, I just mean clear energies that are not yours or energies that aren't for your highest good. So with the pendulum, I recommend that you really spend some time to get to know your pendulum if you haven't used one before. I started by asking mine to show me a yes answer and a no answer so that I could see those. And when I ask it questions, I'm asking one at a time. So I'm not asking for what do I need to know about this and this? I'm asking, what do I need to know? And it's not even an open-ended question because it's yes or no, but it's just about one thing at a time. Even if I have follow-up questions, that's fine. So once you have cleared and charged your pendulum, you can begin to ask it questions. So I like to hold mine from kind of the top of the chain, and I use my thumb, pointer finger, and middle finger for that. You can hold it whatever way works for you. There's no right or wrong way. If somebody tells you that there is a right way and a wrong way to hold your pendulum, I would definitely question that. But I feel that way about any divination tools because they really are personal and personal to each one of us. So I'm going to ask my pendulum, first of all, to show me a yes answer. And I like to ask my questions. Well, first of all, let me show you this. Okay, so it's swinging for me in a clockwise motion, and that's a very consistent yes answer. It's always shown me that since day one. I'm going to ask my pendulum to show me a no answer. So please show me a no answer. Okay, so it's swinging back and forth. And again, that's consistent with what it has done from day one. Sometimes my pendulum will swing counterclockwise like this. And yes, this time I am swinging it. And that to me just says either more information is needed or I'm basically just barking up the wrong tree. I need to move on. So sometimes it has also started going up and down like this for me, and that has been really clearly, you're barking up the wrong tree. Move along, there's a different path for you. So as you get to know your pendulum, it may give you different answers than just yes or no, but start with just asking for yes and no answers, and then go from there. So once you've done that, once you know what a yes answer looks like and what a no answer looks like, you can ask it questions that you already know the answer to. So I'm going to ask, is my name Kelly? And I'm just going to wait. Is my name Kelly? and then it's spinning in that clockwise motion for me. So you'll notice that it kind of gets bigger and bigger, which is interesting. Sometimes mine will just start out with swinging really strongly in one of the directions. Okay, so yes, obviously my name's Kelly. That is what I go by. My pendulum knows that. Is my name Jennifer? Now my pendulum is swinging left to right. So my name is not Jennifer, and my pendulum knows that. And I love that. I love starting with those because you can see really clearly that your pendulum is going to give you clear answers if you ask clear questions, even if you already know very strongly what the answer is. And that's a great way to start with it, because then you get that confirmation that it does actually work if you want it to. I won't get too deeply into that because if you want to talk more about that, leave me a message in the comments below and I'll be happy to chat more about it. So once you are more familiar with and comfortable with your pendulum, then you can start asking it questions that where the stakes might be just a little bit higher. So I'm not going to ask my pendulum if I should get surgery for something or not. That's just not the kind of question I'm going to ask. But I might ask it, is today a good day to go to the beach? Is today a good day to purchase that online course I've been looking at? If I've done a card spread and I'm not sure that I'm, understanding the meaning of it, I might actually hold the pendulum on top of the card and say, this is how I'm understanding what I need to know from this card. Is that accurate? And then I'll get a yes or no. And then I might ask it, is there anything else I need to be looking at? And then I'll get a yes or no. And so those are the kinds of questions that I use my pendulum for. And again, it's really tapping into that deeper sense of knowing, that deeper sense of intuition, and just focusing on the fact that we do have the ability to know a lot about ourselves and about our lives and make those decisions. But it's okay to have different tools to use to hear yourself in those. I'd love to know if you've got questions. If you use what I've talked about in this video to get to know your pendulum, please let me know. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Thanks.